Dear Indian men, stop trauma dumping on random women online. We're not your therapists, just strangers being polite. I don't know if this is just an Indian men thing, but lately, it feels like 80% of the Indian men I've spoken to online have either been extremely creepy and disrespectful of boundaries, or straight-up trauma dumpers. I'm no stranger to creepy behavior, so I usually just block the former without a second thought. But the latter? God, there's something else. These guys just go on and on about how miserable their lives are, barely stopping to ask a single question about me. It's like they've mistaken me for their personal diary, or worse, their therapist. And what's wild is, many of them are terrible listeners. I try to shift the conversation or create space for something mutual, but nope, they just bulldoze ahead with their emotional baggage. Take this one guy who slid into my Reddit DMs. He started off talking about a mutual interest, which seemed innocent enough. I was cautious but figured harmless conversation wouldn't hurt, so I engaged, kept it non-personal. But then, little by little, the focus started shifting. Suddenly, it was all about his bad breakup. Every day, more about how miserable he was, how she did him wrong, how he's broken. I tried redirecting the chat to something lighter, but he didn't get the hint. Eventually, I had to flat out say, "You really seem to like talking about yourself." After that, I just ghosted him. There wasn't much left to say. Then there was another guy. Reached out under the guise of a normal conversation, only to spiral into this monologue about how much he hates his life and how stuck he feels in this cycle of monotony. At that point, I had nothing to give. I barely knew him. I wasn't even talking that much to begin with. I'm not someone who opens up easily, especially to strange men online. But apparently, my silence or quiet nature gets interpreted as perfect listener, ready for free therapy. It's baffling. Why do some men think women are obligated to absorb their emotional mess just because we're socialized to be more empathetic? Just because I didn't say much doesn't mean you get to dump all your unresolved emotional garbage on me. So, to Indian men, if you're reading this, please stop doing this to random women online, especially when she's shown no interest in your life story. Learn to recognize when a woman is simply being polite, not inviting you to turn her into your emotional support system. And to Indian women, please don't feel bad about cutting off these conversations. You're not required to be anyone's emotional sponge just because you've got empathy. Let's normalize not playing therapist. Let's push these men to seek actual help, professional help, instead of unloading on strangers who never signed up for it. Honestly, I'm curious. Has anyone else been through something like this?